it's Desiree from Wen's Furniture, and if you love fall decorating, we're gonna have some fun today. I picked out some really cute fall accessories and I'm gonna show you how I would style them. So let's go! So here we are, starting with the dining room table. Got a quick turn on the lamps, give us some more light to see what we're doing here. And I just wanted to add some simple texture to the dining table with these cute little rattan placemats. And then of course you got to add the fall leaves, give some color and again some more texture. And then I love this cute little chandelier candle holder and little tea light candles, and got to turn them all on here. But the soft light of the candles really adds a lot of dimension to the space. Makes it feel nice and warm and cozy. And then of course some wine glasses just to create a little table setting. Adjust the chairs and then it looks good. So here's just a little simple table design that you can go with, you know, if you don't have a ton of stuff. And then we move on to the buffet cabinet. And I love clear vases because you can add so many interesting fillers, and I found these really cute orange velvet pumpkins, very on trend right now. So I'm just going to start layering those in. And then I found some really nice artificial plants, a variety of textures and colors, and I'm going to just create layers here with all the different types of plants that I found. And I'm not adding all the pumpkins right away just because I want to get all the plants in there first and then kind of hide some of the stems afterwards. So some nice warm reds, some gold, some green. Again, adding those fall color elements and bringing the table centerpiece in with this cute buffet bouquet. And then books. I love books. Books add so much texture and warmth to a space. Of course, you got to add a pumpkin, another velvet pumpkin, and then some more candles. Again, adding that warm glow and creating a warm, inviting space. I had a little issues getting the bottoms off of these, but it turned out super cute. And then I just love layering different things together. I knew I wanted to do a lot on this buffet, a lot of little things. So again, keeping the table simple allowed me to do a lot of fun little things on the buffet. And then a cool floor vase with some branches. Always adds a lot to a space, adds some height and dimension, and really kind of completes the area. So here we are. This is the completed space, and I'm in love with how it turned out. Again, I went a little more simple on the dining table setting so that I can add a lot of fun little elements to the buffet behind it, and I think it really came together great with the colors and felt very fall-like. So now we're going to move on to a living room setting, and I'm going to start with the end tables. Since we have a wood lamp, I wanted to add some different types of pieces like metal. I wanted to add glass. I just love the look of an open book. It's inviting and feels cozy, again with that soft light from the little candle, and then a glass piece, again adding a different texture to the wood lamp. So you've got your wood, your metal, your glass, and then a nice warm light with an inviting book. So on the second end table, I wanted to keep it a little more simple, but complement the other side. Definitely had to add a velvet pumpkin in here, and then another candle for the warm glow. And since I kept the top of it a little more simple, I wanted to add an element to the bottom. So you'll see here I have some books. And with the books, I wanted to keep them more straight and structured so that there was a place for your eye to rest. When there's a lot going on, you definitely want to have a spot where your eye can take a break from the scattered pieces. So then we got to add some cozy elements to our sofa, of course. And I just love these throw pillows. They're so fuzzy and warm and make you feel like you just want to curl up on your sofa. And then I got to bring in that mustard color for some fall color. And again, create a cozy setting that's super inviting and makes you want to just sit down and maybe read a book, one of the books we set out. And lastly, we're moving on to the coffee table. Adding another cute placemat, a woven placemat, give you some warm texture, kind of a bohemian look. And then this really cool organic wood serving bowl. With fall decorating, you really want to add warm textures and layers. So I also love it because I can throw in some fillers and get creative with what I put inside. And I just love these wood balls along with the velvet pumpkins just to add some color. And here is our completed living room space. I love how it feels so warm and cozy. So here's another dining room setting, and with this one, it's more of an oval shape versus a rectangular. And instead of placemats, I wanted to do a table runner. If you have a table runner that's a little too long, you can always tuck it under and kind of hide the fact that it's a little too long, but it also hides that crack in the leaf area. So since this table is a little bit smaller, I didn't want to use a huge centerpiece. So going in with this unique shaped vase that could stand on its own as a centerpiece, but I really just wanted to add a few more elements to complete the look. So I added these little balls and some candles to create a little bit more of a glow and just complete the whole look. What's nice about it is you can still see all the people around you at the table without this obstruction in the middle. So I think it turned out really cute and simple. So I knew right away when I saw this piece of artwork on the buffet that I wanted to tie in with the metallic gold table decor. And then a candle holder, that can be more than just a candle holder. I found this unique ball that I thought looked really cute on top. And then the wine glass just kind of finishes it off, but it doesn't compete with the rest of the pieces and serves as a little candle holder to add that warm light. And then the branches just kind of finish it all off. One of my favorite pieces in a room to decorate is a bookshelf because you can add so many different pieces. Small pieces, large pieces, you can really get unique and creative with what you want to put on them. And you don't really have to do a lot with the rest of the room because since there's so many elements on the bookshelf, it really becomes a focal point in the room. Adding greenery and artificial plants adds warmth to a bookshelf with all the hard surfaces. And then when I decorate, I group things in threes. It's really appealing to the eye. So as you can see, 3 candle holders, 3 books, and then my little bookend is this cute orange vase tying into our orange pumpkin on the top. We've definitely got to add some more books because it is a bookshelf after all. And this fall candle with the little cinnamon sticks. And since that's more of a matte finish, I wanted to add some shiny textures and visually interesting pieces. So I found this cool gold metallic and glazed pumpkin. So I'm going in with some more greenery, keeping it simple this time to not take away from the colorful elements on the shelves. And whenever I pick out books, I go for more the vintage look. It just ties into the fall style and theme. And then of course I just couldn't resist going in with some more warm glow of these cool pillar candles that I found. And then I'm going to add to those some round decorative balls. Those just kind of break up all the squareness of the book and the cool greenery that's sitting there. So as you can see, there's so many different textures and elements, and you can really get creative and pick out pieces that speak to you. So now that the bookshelf's complete, I'm moving on to the sofa area and adding this textured green rug to tie in with some of the elements on the bookshelf. And then we've got a lot of dark tones going on, so I'm going to lighten it up with these white pillows and a nice throw blanket that will make it a little bit more inviting. So here is our completed living room space. You can see how all the different textures and pieces really tie together nicely for fall. Thanks so much for taking the time to decorate with me. I hope you enjoyed it and got a little inspired to get more festive with your fall decorating this season. If you like this video, stay tuned for more to come.